Hello, I'm Jeff Price, and in this episode we're going to take a closer look at specific work hazards. One of the dangers we all face is the unknown. It's the one thing we can't be prepared for. But an even worse danger in the workplace is a false confidence that comes from believing we know more than we really do about the hazards that can confront us. In other words, the greatest threat to our well-being at work could be, you don't know what you don't know. There's an old oil-filled phrase that can be applied to any member of our workforce, whatever their job, which goes like this: there are some old roughnecks, there are some bold roughnecks, but there are no old, bold roughnecks. Sooner or later, the dangers will catch up with you. This industry has attracted people who enjoy risk-taking, and a lot of people have been seriously injured or even killed. Today, there's a new understanding. The industry needs people who understand the risks and can manage them.
How rig and oil-filled workers get to their job site is reflected in the number of slips, trips, and falls that occur, because we're standing and climbing over equipment not designed for that. The simplest example of managing risk is to use the handrails on stairways. If you're carrying something, keep one hand free for yourself. Beware the last step. People get injured when they jump down. Vertical ladders are specialized access equipment. They have their special risk. We manage these risks by always having three-point contact, climbing up or down. Keep 2 feet and 1 hand, or 2 hands and 1 foot in good, firm contact with the ladder as we go up or down.
Worker versus machine. Who's going to win that battle?
They should only be driven by authorized, experienced, licensed, and competent operators. Areas should be cordoned off and clearly identified. The equipment should be checked daily. Problems should be reported right away. For certain jobs, a forklift loader operator should use a signaler or banksman where there are risks to people or equipment. That's always the case for crane operations. A banksman is in charge and nothing must be moved without his signal. The only exception is the emergency stop signal. The banksman must stand in a position where he can be seen by the operator and the load, as well as any people involved and any potential obstructions or hang-up points. Loads fall for various reasons. Ask yourself these questions. Is the load properly slung and well balanced? Is the lifting gear the right size and in good condition? Does the crane operator know his limits, and are his alarms working? Have the outriggers been properly extended, and are they secure? And even when everything looks good, still practice the golden rule. Never stand underneath the suspended load.
When workers are in confined spaces, they need to think outside the box. That is, keep their head clear and remember there are particular dangers in there with them.
When things go wrong in a confined space, things can get bad very quickly. People die or are injured. It happens from hazardous substances or conditions. These spaces should be clearly signed, but always be suspicious of a space if getting in and out is difficult. Our tolerance to oxygen content is very narrow, and anything above or below that tolerance can and will kill you. So gas testing for oxygen level and then for other gases is very important before anyone enters a confined space, and be aware of chemicals that may be present. Your best line of defense in confined spaces is a watcher positioned at the entrance. Their main responsibility is to raise the alarm if things do go wrong. So the watcher must not leave his position for any reason, even to go to the toilet or to fetch a tool. No watcher, no one in the confined space, no exceptions. A word of caution. Many deaths in confined spaces involved watchers trying to rescue a fellow worker. Their first and only job is to raise the alarm. Confined space entry requires a work permit, and the contingency or emergency plan must be in place and well understood by everyone involved every time before the permit is authorized.
History has shown that whether workers are experienced or new, those who practice the well thought out safe policies, procedures and standards specific to rigs and oil fields are safer on the job and suffer fewer injuries and fatalities. It's a fact.
WDI does not require our people to be brave. We require them to be knowledgeable about what they do and to use that knowledge in the best and most professional way to manage the risk so that nobody gets hurt and everyone can remain healthy.
Be smart, be open to learning, because you don't know what you don't know. Thanks for watching.